There's a disease in B2B marketing. I call it the viral trap. You post a deep technical breakdown of your service and it gets 14 likes and 150 views. And you feel like a failure. Then you see a 22 or like an 18-year-old growth hacker post a selfie with a generic quote about hustle and it gets 5,000 likes. And you think, I need to be more like him. Please stop. That is not a business strategy, that is dopamine addiction. If you're selling, for example, 50 euro sneakers, you need 1 million views. But if you're a consultant or engineer selling a 10,000 euro, maybe 20, 50,000 euro solution, going viral is actually the worst thing that can happen to you. It destroys your signal to noise ratio, what I call. Today, I'm going to explain the mathematics behind why 150 views is enough to build a €1 million pipeline. I really believe in it, if they are the right views. This is Systems Over Luck, and I'm your host, Nick Wildeboer. So, let's look at the numbers. When you see 100 views on LinkedIn, it looks like a small number. It feels insignificant compared to Mr. Beast. But let's take those 100 people offline. Imagine you walk into a room and there are 100 qualified CEOs, founders, decision makers sitting in chairs, waiting to hear you speak for 2, 5, maybe 10 minutes. Would you say, only 100 people, this is a failure, I'm leaving? Of course not. You would be nervous. You would realize that room represents millions in potential revenue. And that is what low performing LinkedIn posts is. It is a packed boardroom. The problem isn't the volume. The problem is that you're judging a B2B boardroom by the standards of a B2C stadium. So as a growth engineer, I don't care about the width of your reach. I care about the depth of your resonance. So if we stop chasing virality, what is the goal? The goal is authority verification. So most of your clients will not buy the moment they see your post. But when they do have a problem, say a fine from a GDPR regulator or a sales slump, they will search for the solution. They will land on your profile. At that moment, your content acts as evidence. If your feed is full of viral, generic fluff, you look like a commodity. But if your feed has a video with 12 likes that explains exactly how the architect, for my part, for example, an NHN workflow for compliance, you look like an expert. You need to create artifacts of competence. Blueprints, I call it in every podcast. Blueprints, diagrams, case studies. These posts repel the masses. Good thing. And attract the buyers. So, how do you actually make money or get leads from low engagement? The secret here is that you stop treating likes as applause, as more you start treating them like data. When 10 people like your technical post, that's a signal. It means they understood the complexity of what you said, or they took the time for it to read the post or the video. Well, the protocol is super simple. Click on the 10 people who like the post, filter out your mom, your dad, your colleagues, look at the 3 people who fit your ideal customer profile, and send them a message. And don't pitch, just validate. Hi, name. Saw you like the breakdown of my AI agent. I'm curious, are you guys currently experimenting with AI or just researching it for now? And that's it. You convert the engagement into a conversation. You don't need thousands of leads. You need 5 conversations a week to eventually be fully booked. So, please, please, please free yourself from the tyranny of the algorithm. You're not an entertainer, you're an engineer. Your job is not to entertain the clowns, it is to lead the circus. Post for the 100 people in the boardroom. Ignore the stadium. If you want to see an example of the boardroom content, the exact templates I use to write technical deep dives that convert, I've put them in the Systems Labs. For some of you guys who don't know the System Lab, It's the resource page on our website, VLNK.nl. Links in the description. Yeah. And as always, I just say start building. This is Nick Wildeboer, Systems Over Luck, and see you in the next time.